Hi and welcome to Games Web. My name is Mark and I'm going to carry on my look at the Marvel Crisis Protocol miniature game expansions. This one is CP58 and it's the Lizard and Kraven, or Kraven the Hunter. If you see my wish list here on YouTube, you'll notice that both Lizard and Kraven were in my original wish list just before the game was released. They were two of the characters that I really wanted. In fact, most of the characters have now come out from that wish list with the exception of Gambit and Rogue. Okay, so Lizard and Kraven, apex predators. Dr. Curtis Connors was once a genetic biologist and mentor to Peter Parker. He sought the way to use reptile DNA to regrow lost limbs, like his own missing arm. After testing his experimental serum on himself, Connors transformed into the inhuman reptile creature Lizard. Sergei Karakanov is known as Kraven the Hunter, a fanatical big game hunter who seeks to claim Spider-Man as a prize to demonstrate he is the foremost hunter in the world. From the hidden jungles of the Savage Land to the urban landscape of New York City, Kraven will not relent until he has bagged his trophy. Includes one Lizard miniature, one Kraven miniature, 2 bases, 2 character stat cards, 14 tactic cards and 11 tokens. Miniatures are always supplied unpainted and assembled. Okay, so let's jump in. As I said, these are 2 of my favourite characters in comics. We've got quite a lot of good characters come out for the Spider-Verse, Spider-Villains, and these are 2 that I've been waiting for quite a while now. Okay, so we get our plastic, we get our cardboard, and then we also get our Read Me First. Okay, so comes with the instructions on how to assemble Kraven the Hunter, and it's done on a basis as danger, do not feed the animals. He seems quite simple to put together, just a few pieces, and quite a dynamic pose on him. Again, tactical rock. People don't like Marvel Crisis Protocol for tactical rocks, but I think you can't really not do them. Okay, so Lizard is a little straightforward to assemble. Big model, he's erupting from the manhole cover, which we also get, and he's got this big plume of sewage coming out. Okay, so in my last video, which was Deadpool, I looked at the card first. So this one, I'm going to actually look at the plastics first. Spice things up. Okay, so we get our bases. 2 for the Lizard, 4 for Kraven the Hunter, which we've got lots of now. So, and we also get the manhole cover for the Lizard. Look at Kraven first. So, brilliant attention to detail. Some great stuff going on there. The head, quite nice. I like the head. Let's just have a quick look forward and see what we can see. Okay, so here's the danger, do not feed the animals sign, which is leaping off, and then there's his head. Marvel Crisis Protocol miniatures seem to have evolved quite well over the past year. I think they've taken on board a lot of what people have said about small fiddly parts. This only seems to have the one small part, which are the 2 pouches, which is good. Okay, and then going back again, we'll have a quick look at the Lizard. Okay, so first things first, his torso is one big piece. No, it's not. My mistake. Is his head with his tongue, and his manhole cover, and the manhole that he's jumping out of. It's quite cool. Let's just have a quick look at his head. Okay. As you can see, very good, very accurate to the comic. Looks very much like the Lizard from the comic. And then he's wearing his white lab coat, and very reptilian looking. And this is the sewage that's coming out of the sewer that he's jumping out of. All in all, looks like a really nice kit. It should be quite easy to put together. Okay, so that's that out of the way. And then we have a cardboard. As I say, like, these are 2 of my favourite characters of all time. I love both Lizard and Kraven the Hunter. We get our cardboard tokens. Okay, and then we have our tactics cards, sinister traps, Neogenic Recombinator, Monkey Brain is Lizard Home, and Fearful Symmetry. Really nice artwork, especially with Kraven as Spider-Man there. Okay, so Sinister Traps, the artwork on this is by Carlos Cabrera. Spider Foes, reactive. And any allied character may play this card during the first power phase. Choose an objective token. The first time the character ends a movement within 2 inches of that token, roll 5 dice. The moving character suffers 1 damage for each hit, wild, and I can't read that. Oh, suffers damage result of the roll. If the character suffered damage is pushed short, the character's opponent resolves the push. Okay, and then we've got Neogenic Recombinator, active Spider Foes, 2 allied Spider Foes within range 3 of each other may play this card. One of the characters that play this card may suffer up to 3 wounds and remove wounds from the other character equal to that suffered. So it's a good way to actually help you heal. Monkey Brain is Lizard Home. Lizard Brain is an attack for the lizard. It's got an area effect 2, does 5 damage and costs no power. During Lizard's activation, he may spend 3 power to play this card. Lizard may use this attack as listed above once this activation. After each attack is resolved, the target character is pushed away from this character's shot. And that art was by Scott Collins. And this artwork, the Fearful Symmetry, which is fantastic, is also by Scott Collins. And unaffiliated, reactive. When Kraven the Hunter KOs an enemy Peter Parker, if there's no Peter Parker in your squad, Kraven the Hunter may play this card. Kraven the Hunter transforms into Spider-Man Peter Parker. Replace Kraven the Hunter's stat card with Spider-Man's Peter Parker stat card with its healthy side up. Move all damage tokens, powers, special conditions, objective tokens and effects from Kraven the Hunter to Peter Parker Spider-Man. And Spider-Man Peter Parker is now part of your squad. Right, so he actually becomes Spider-Man, which is pretty fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to leave Kraven for last because he's one of my favourite characters. So we'll start off with the Lizard. Okie dokie. So Curtis Connors. He's got stamina 6, speed of 3. Sorry, speed of medium. He's got a size of 3 because he's above human size, and he's got a threat of 3. He's got a physical defense of 4. He's got an energy and a mystical of 3. His first attack is Tail Whip. It's got a range of 3, does 4 damage and costs no power. After this attack is resolved, this character gains power equals damage dealt. Push if this target is size 3 or less. Before damage is dealt, it may be pushed away short. And then Cold Blooded, range 2, 7 damage, cost 3 power. If this attack deals damage after this attack is resolved, the target character gains bleed and slow conditions. Biochemical Breakthrough, cost 3 power. Choose an interactive terrain feature or an enemy character, both size 3 or less, within range 2 and throw them short. This superpower can only be used 1 per turn. Thick Hide, when this character would suffer damage from an enemy effect, reduce the amount by 1 to a minimum of 1, and a healing factor and wall crawler. So more or less very, very similar to Spider-Man with his healing factor and his wall crawler. Okay, on the other side he's got his stamina goes down by 1 to 5. Everything else is the same. He's still got Tail Whip, he's got Cold Blooded, and he's got everything's the same. He's completely the same on both sides. Then we have Kraven the Hunter. Sergei Nikolaevich Kravenov, sorry. He's got a stamina 5, movement of medium, size 2 because he's a human, 3 for his threat, and then he's got 3s across the board for his defense for physical, mystical, and energy. He's got Kakuri Strike, which is range 2, strength 5, cost no power. After this attack is resolved, character gains 1 power. This attack inflicts the bleed special condition. On a wild, elusive, after this attack is resolved, the character may advance short. Spear thrust, range 3, damage 4, and power 5. Sorry, power 0. After this attack is resolved, the character gains power equal to damage dealt, which is something that seems to happen with every single character at the moment, and I don't think that's very good. I think that's a bit lazy. I think something else could have been done for that. If this character has already targeted the character during its activation turn with a Curious Strike, add 3 dice to this attack roll, which makes that quite nasty, like 7 dice. And if this character has advanced or has been placed during its activation, after this attack is resolved, it may move medium or advanced medium. And then he's got Corner the Beast, costs 2 power, choose an enemy character within range 3 of this character, and to the end of its activation, each time this chosen character advances or climbs, it suffers 1 damage. If the chosen character has the Wall Crawler superpower, it loses Wall Crawler superpower until the end of its next activation. And then Expert Tracker costs 3 power to activate, choose an enemy character. All ally characters roll 1 additional attack dice while targeting this enemy character this round. And then Elixir of Callisto. This character may re-roll its attack or defense rolls. Flip him over, and he's exactly the same. He doesn't have any extras, I don't think. No, he's exactly the same. So, Kraven, good looking character. So, they're all pretty nice actually. The models are fantastic, and in the past 2 years since Marvel Crisis came out, well, not even 2 years yet, they've come a long way. They really have, especially with a global pandemic getting in the way of everything really. So that's just a quick look through the Lizard and Kraven the Hunter expansion for Marvel Crisis Protocol. Next video should be up shortly. Hopefully my next video will be assembling the New York City apartment, and then my next video after that will be painting it. I might have to do it in 2 stages because it's quite a big project. And then after that, hopefully I should have my hands on some more, or funds depending, because I'm not working at the moment, so picking up these things is only when I can afford them, because obviously I've got other things that are more priority than toys, which is something I never thought I'd hear myself say, but with a 5-year-old at home, it's something I've got to think of. Right, so no matter where you are in the world, please stay safe, look after yourself, and thank you for tuning in, and we'll hopefully see you again soon. Have a fantastic day, and take care.